Hello and welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So it's a Saturday here in April, at the end of April, and I thought I would, normally Saturdays I tend to ink up my pens for the next week, maybe clean out some pens if I need to clean any, put them back into storage, but I also actually I ink up my pens and get them ready for the next week. And so I thought, well, okay, I won't show you the cleaning process because that's going to get a bit messy, but I'll certainly show you the pens that I'm packing and taking with me for this coming work week. So last week I actually took two Visconti 12 pen cases. This week I'm only going to bring one with me, and method in my madness, I want to try and travel a little bit lighter. I don't use all of the 12 pens, or even the 24 pens that I took last week. So, but this is a lovely Visconti case that I love. It's not the standard 12 pen Visconti case, but it's a I think it's called a silk case. It doesn't feel like slippery, silky silk. But it's a lovely imprint, and you can see there. So I do like this case. I have a brown version. I think this is the sepia version. There's a brown version or a bronze version, and a blue version that I've got. So what I'll do, I'll just show you the case here. It's like a felt inlay, holds 12 pens quite nicely, so that's why I'm going to carry the majority of my pens in this week, and I'll show you some of the pens I'm going to take. So now, I said to you that I'm going to take a 12 pen case. Now, that was a little bit of a lie. Although I'm not going to take two 12 pen cases, I am actually going to take another 3 pen case. So I have these 3 pen cases from Rickshaw Bags. As you can see here, Rickshaw just comes with a like a notepad protector or paper protector, and you basically have 3 slots. So I'm actually going to take 12 pens with me and another 3. Just for the hell of it, and to be honest, these are actually really good. Having a smaller pen case with me, I can take it into a meeting room and just take 3 pens instead of 12 pens. So from that perspective, it kind of works out a little bit better. If I have, like, sometimes I will literally just take a 1 pen pouch with me. Or like I have another like a blue one here, so sometimes I'll just take 1 pen in, but having 3 pens is kind of a little bit better. Now I come to think of it, maybe I should take the 12 pen case, the 3 pen, and then 2 more. I don't know. I think I'm going to try and get away with just taking 15 pens to work. 15 pens, like, seriously, that's a lot of pens. Okay, so these are the pens I have inked up now. Not all of them are fully inked, but most of them are at least sort of between 50 and 75% inked. I tend not to need to refill them, because I don't write exclusively with 1 pen for like an entire week or even an entire day. So from that perspective, I'll just go through and show you some of these. So this is the M800 Grand Place, and this is a lovely pen. I've done a review on this one, an unboxing, and I really do like this pen. It comes with a broad nib, 18 karat gold nib. I'll show you there. It's a lovely, lovely broad nib. I do like Pelikan broad nibs. So this is a pen that I have found already. I've started to fall in love with. Another one of my broad nibs is the Pelikan M800 Royal Gold Rawdon, and I think you can probably see why. The gold stripes have a abalone shell Rawdon in them. rather than is the actual process of how they layer the shells. And you can just see here that the Raden in it is lovely. So this is I know I don't always remember what each of the pens are inked up with specifically. This one has Pilot Iroshizuku Inaho. The Grand Place that I have inked up recently, so that was Jehaban Lee Dete. And that's coming out, like, Lee Dete is a strange ink. Sometimes it's a light, very light brown. Sometimes it's a very dark brown, depending on the pen, the nib, and the paper combination. So with this one, even though it's actually quite a wet writer and it's a broad nib, which would normally suggest it comes out in a darker brown for me in experience, it's actually coming out in a light brown. So not entirely sure why, but I'm actually liking that quite well at the moment. So on to the next pen. So this is the Classic Pens or Lambrou LM1, and this is again a lovely pen. It has a diffusion bonded acrylic. Diffusion bonded, like that's quite a mouthful, but it's a lovely acrylic. And let's see if I can bring a little bit more of a light source here. You can see that, like how that shines. It's a really nice acrylic. And this comes with a Bock nib, an 18 karat gold Bock nib, and that's a medium. And I inked that up yesterday with Blackstone Uluru Red, and I can actually show you because I actually have the bottle here. Uluru Red. I didn't actually put the bottle away, so that's a lovely. If I do a lovely, like, deep dark red. So that's quite nice. And then I think the next pen here is going to be the Classic Pens LB5 Kaoseki. And this is inked up with Pilot Iroshizuku Sakushi, which is basically a translation for, I believe, horse's tail, as in sort of the brown colour of a horse's tail. But that's a lovely acrylic. Again, diffusion bonded acrylic. So that's a really nice pen. This is the Sailor King of Pen version. The LB5s are all Sailor King of Pens, and that is it has a very bouncy nib. So you can actually see here. It's a very bouncy nib, that one. So I think that's going to be quite good. So I will probably be writing with that one. And then I will show you the Jade, the Visconti Homo sapiens Jade. And this one I'm actually starting to like more and more. I wasn't a great fan of this, and to be honest, I wasn't a great fan of the red version, the Caput Mundi. But that grew on me, and this is starting to grow on me as well. And you can see the ink sloshing around there in the demonstrator. It's not fully it's not a full demonstrator. It's like not fully transparent, but more like translucent. So you do get to see the ink there. But this is a medium nib, Visconti medium nib. So the combination of these really are mediums. So I've got two broads here. These are two mediums, a medium here. Now the London Fog, Visconti London Fog, this is a lovely pen as well in my collection, and this I originally got with a very bouncy fine nib, and this one I have now since swapped out for a stub nib. So it's a 1.3mm stub, and you can see why. It's a lovely, thick, wide line that puts down, and a very juicy wet line as well. So I will probably be writing a letter or two with this one. That's what I also do, is I will write letters. Normally I get in to work a few hours beforehand, just to avoid traffic, so I will write a letter or two, and then maybe in my lunchtime as well I'll write another letter, or finish off a letter. So this is the Visconti Opera Master River Thames Sunrise trim, and this basically is using the same cap material from the London Fog in the entire body. You can kind of see how that kind of like matches up. It's quite a sort of a spectacular material, and I'm really glad this is a Chatterley Luxuries exclusive. I'm really glad that they managed to get this material, because it's stunning, and I've been asking a number of retailers for a while now, hey look, could we get an Opera Master with the London Fog material? Didn't quite get it, obviously. It's not a demonstrator, but it does have the cap material throughout the cap and the body, and I do like this. It's a really lovely pattern. It's a yellow gold, this one, the Sunrise, and again, this comes with a 1.3mm stub. So you can see there, it's again, you can see the gap between the tines there. So this again is quite a juicy writer. So that's another pen I'll be taking with me this week. Another Opera Master as well. So one of the reasons why I like the Opera Masters and some of the Homo Sapiens is because they have a transparent or translucent barrel, so I can see how much ink I have left in them. I really do hate it when I'm writing a letter and I'm part way through the letter or part way through a page, and then suddenly the pen runs out and I don't have any more of that ink that I can refill the pen with at that moment in time. So having a demonstrator like this really does help. Now it's a little bit difficult in this light probably to see the ink swirling around, but this is quite a full, maybe you can see it there a little bit better, quite a full pen actually. But the Goulet, this is a Goulet exclusive of the Opera Master Luna. So that's another pen that I'm going to be taking with me. This is inked up with Visconti Blue, which comes with the pen. And I can't quite remember what I have the River Thames inked up with. That is, I think it might be Diamine Bilberry. Actually, no. Mont Blanc Lavender Purple, I have that inked up with now. I used to have it inked up with Diamine Bilberry. The London Fog has got Diamine Earl Grey in, and the Visconti Jade has Visconti Green in. And then we have my latest edition, which is this lovely, stunning Visconti Luxor. It's a Maquet pen, 8 layers of lacquer on top. Stunning pen, and you can see the VAR logo here. It's actually chiseled out of 18 karat gold. So it's a lovely pen. And this is a medium. So, and this one I did write a fair bit with last week, but I haven't re-inked it yet. So let's see. Zoom in a bit more. So that's a medium nib, but again, you can always see the gap between the tines there. It is a very wet writer. So that's a lovely pen, and you can kind of see sort of the ink window here. So you can see if I tilt it down, it sort of adds a little bit more ink there. So this is inked up with, to try and match the blue, I've inked this up with Pilot Iroshizuku Konpeki. So that's probably get a letter written with that. And I have my Visconti watermark, which I hadn't inked up for a while. Typically, I tend to like orange inks in this because they tend to show a little bit more in the barrel, and look a little bit better. So this has, I believe, got Pilot of Roshizuku Yuyaki, and that's got a medium nib, and this is again a stunning pen. You can see here in terms of size. One thing I'll do as well is I'll show you just a few of the other pens here in terms of size when I'm holding these pens. So you can see here. I know a lot of people want to know if a pen is large or not. I guess like hands do differ in size. So my hands are not big hands, but they are sort of like chunky hands, sausage fingers type thing. So I guess each hand will vary, each mileage will vary. And there you go. So that's the LB5. So I said that there were, I was going to do 12 pens in the Visconti 12 pen case. So I will put these away so you can see. So I always go through this process every week to try and work out which pens I'm going to take with me, which ones. I tend to a lot of time take the pens that are inked, and if there is a specific pen or specific ink combination that I would like to take, then I will certainly take those, and ink those up. So that's obviously 10 pens there. Now, what I will do is I'll show you a couple of other pens that I'm going to take, and these are 3 pens actually. So these are the TWSBI Diamond 580 AL. This I have got a 1.5mm stub on. And you can see here how thick that nib is. And that has a Diamine Shimmertastic ink in, and that is, I believe, Diamine Cocoa Shimmer. I have the newer Pelikan M600 turquoise white, and that's inked up with Lamy turquoise. You can see actually this is quite a smaller pen, but in my size of hands it's not that bad. I can post it as well, and that makes it a lot longer, but it's not heavy. So like this one pen I tend to sort of post a little bit more, although I don't need to. And then this is the Pelikan M800 Vibrant Blue, and as with all my other Pelikans, this has a broad nib on, so I really do like the Pelikan broad nibs on the M800 range. So I am going to have that one as well. Now, I actually need 2 more pens. So here we are. I'm going to add these 2 pens as well. So this is the Visconti Belgica, and a stunning gold overlay on this pen. Beautiful pen, and this is it's a broad nib, but it actually writes more like a double broad. See if I can zoom in. You can see that's quite a broad nib, and it's very, very juicy wet. In terms of length, it's quite a long pen. And then there's the Visconti Opera Dust, or Opera Silver Dust, and this is a lovely pen with the silver dust swirls in it. It's not an Opera Master, doesn't have a metal section, but again, it's a lovely pen. So the Belgica here is inked up with Diamine Bilberry. The Vibrant Blue is inked up with Lamy Blue, and that's Lamy Turquoise. And this one is inked up with Mont Blanc Oyster Grey. So what I will do, I will take these pens and put them in here. So we now have a full 12 pen case. There you go. So that's one pen case, and then I will use these pens and put these in here, and then we have 15 pens that I'm going to take with me. So I can't just take 3 pens, unfortunately, but I think 15 pens is better than 24 pens. So I am going to do that. So that's really the pens I'm going to be taking with me this week. I'll take some other photos and publish those throughout the week. And thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye bye.